3, 2, 1. Ladder.
Eyes.
What'd you say?
Eyes.
Eyes. Ladder. Okay. Okay.
Eyes, ladder. Okay. 3,
2, 1.
Goggles. Okay.
Okay. Tall goggles. Hey, wait. I can't get it from your eyes. I don't know what's coming to your head.
You have to play with confidence.
Okay.
I'm a confidence player.
I can't think what the fucking word is for what I think you're thinking of. So let me just
get it.
I'm trying to get it. It's.
Well, we haven't converged, have we?
Wait, we can still.
I'm watching you. I'm reaching my arm out, and you're dancing.
It's.
You're falling into the abyss, and I'm here trying to rescue you. I don't think you're worth rescuing.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Safety.
Cyclops.
What?
I thought you were thinking of. I couldn't think of the word for it. The fucking the suits, the diving suits. But I couldn't think what they're called. I just know that they call the guy who wears it in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie the Cyclops.
Why would I have gone there?
Tall goggle.
How'd you get that between tools and goggles? Oh, which tool incorporates goggles? The
No,
diving
it was
suit.
tall. Not tall.
Why would you say tall? Or because of ladder?
Yeah, height.
Why'd you say it like tool then?
I said. Okay, right.
Maybe I just heard what I can see.
Yeah. Where are we? What did we say? I said Cyclops. What did you say?
Safety.
Safety. Okay. All right. You ready? You ready? Come on. I got it. I got a good one.
You got it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Drowning.
Eye patch.
Eye patch.
Cyclops. Safety.
What's that got to do with safety?
Safety. He needs an eye patch. Protect his
eye patch
one
is
eye.
not for safety. They're to cover up someone's gammy eye.
Yeah, but if you're a Cyclops, you just need to cover up your one eye, your main eye.
You're fucking about in this.
I'm not.
You are.
We're going to be quick. Come on, we're going to be quick. What did you say?
Like the two consecutive ones you've said were Cyclops and eye patch.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Hey.
You're throwing curveballs.
Come on, quick. What did I say?
Eye patch.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Drowning.
Drowning.
God, that's dark.
Well, no, because a diving suit, safety.
Yeah, but this is now just a Cyclops, isn't it? You just go off the past two.
Yeah.
Okay, what was it? It's eye patch, drowning.
3, 2, 1.
Pirate.
Yeah, great.
Why'd you end them so sad? We did convergence.
Because we're way past the point that it was worth celebrating. We ground it out.
Okay.
It's a win.
I still think
But
that
at
was
what
pretty
cost?
good.
Yeah.
Do you want to do one more that's super quick?
I'm just trying to work out what I need to be happy here.
I want to get you excited.
Mm.
So let's just say another random thing and let's do our best to compare them.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right.
I'll change my attitude.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I haven't thought of anything.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Picnic.
Spatula. Okay.
3.
Wait. Okay, we need to. We're gonna do this as fast as possible. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do.
No, I mean just in terms of limited steps. So I'm just trying to think of where your head's at. Okay, so we've said picnic. We've said spatula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's only one word that links those two. If you don't get it, we're through.
Because I think there's a couple of words that link those two.
Well, there's not.
I think there is.
There's imposters in there. Get them out.
I'm just gonna try and think.
Find them. Kick them out.
Okay, fine. All right. 3, 2,
2,
1.
Cooking. Okay. 3.
Wait.
You're overthinking it.
I am overthinking it because I
Streamline
want to make
the
you happy.
thoughts. By overthinking, you're making me sad. 3, 2, 1.
Fry cook. No! That's close enough.
Listeners, does that count?
That counts.
That has to count.
That counts.
tear in my eye. But not in a good way.
Welcome to Backstage at the Gaffe. This is the official behind-the-scenes podcast of the Gaffe Comedy Club.
He's Harry Allmark.
I am. And he is Jacob Burley. We
are going to give you a deep dive into the comedy industry from the insight of two people entrenched within it.
Hell yeah. Do you want to name a fact about me?
Yeah.
What is it? So they learn something about me, the listeners.
A fact about you.
You've known me for 8 years.
Yeah, I'm sifting through all the facts. Is it? You can down a pint in like less than 3 seconds.
I can't. Well, I haven't done that for a while.
But it's in your locker.
Yeah, I don't know if I can still do that.
You used to be able to.
I used to be able to.
Do you want to say a fact about me?
You know what the fact is.
I know what the fact is.
Fractured hip.
Fractured hip. I broke my hip.
Broke his hip.
That's my news. I broke my hip.
Broke his hip. He's old as fuck.
We're 5 episodes in.
5 eps.
I've had a broken hip every episode that you've listened to. Does that change the way that you perceive this podcast? Do you have some prejudices that you weren't aware of?
Yeah, maybe.
You've been listening to a guy with a broken hip talking about comedy.
Yeah. Do I need someone that would re-listen to it? But I can tell now.
Yeah.
I knew I didn't trust
you can
this
hear
guy.
it. My podcasting has changed since the hip broke. Oh, hello.
I'm taking my top off.
Hello.
Not
Is it
my
merch?
top, my shirt with a top underneath.
Well, luckily you're on camera. But for the people listening, Harry's got too warm. And not only... he's taking the shirt off. He's got this kind of checkered blue number on. And underneath is a black Lacoste tee. The crocodile is big, white, and central.
Yeah, big croc.
I presume that he came in wearing 2 layers so that when we do the second record that we're doing today, he'd have something else to wear. But he's blown 2 outfits in the first 20 minutes of the first episode we recorded. Don't know how we're going to get around that.
That's exactly what happened.
And I'm going to have to keep this in to contextualise that. But for anyone listening, rubbish.
Someone once said to me that they know that this is fake because the crocodile's big. That doesn't make anything fake, does it?
Well, I don't think Lacoste are known for having a giant crocodile on the front. Is it fake?
No.
Oh, then I've just responded assuming that it is fake because of the way that
just because it's big.
Oh well, normally the
big
crocodile's
things
small.
Seem fake. Does no one believe does no one believe think my penis is fake because it's so big? It's not. It's not. It's
not what? It's not fake or big.
Both, I guess. It's real and it's small.
It's small and fake. It's the ingenuine article.
Nice.
I think the only reason people would say that is because normally the crocodile's smaller, but then normally Lacoste people aren't wearing Lacoste tees; they're wearing like a polo shirt. Aren't they? Yeah. Or is that Ralph Lauren? Or is it both?
I don't know.
Who would win in a fight, man on a horse or a crocodile?
Crocodile.
Every time.
You don't believe me? Crocodile.
What? I think a crocodile's got obvious flaws.
Go on.
You can get it from behind.
You can get a horse from behind. It's a man on a horse.
Yeah, but the man, I think, means that there's aware. I presume they're aware of each other.
Croc bites horse. Man falls from horse.
Yeah.
Croc eats man. Croc drags horse into the river and eats the horse.
Okay, but I think Croc on land is ill-equipped to catch horse by surprise.
Well, let's do this fair then. We're in, like...
space.
I was thinking of, like, shallow swamp.
That's not fair. That's perfect for the croc.
No. So it's not like the Everglades or like or like sort of like proper lagoony swamp.
Good to know it's not the Everglades.
Yeah, it's like it's sort of foresty land.
Yeah.
But it's been raining all day.
Okay.
So it's damp.
So it's
croc can slither.
So it's
but
murky.
Horse isn't affected.
The water is murky.
It's
the
not
horse
really
is definitely affected by that. It's
no, because there's only a little bit of water.
It's muddy.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
The crocodile's effectively invisible, and the horse is very likely to trip over. That's not
I
fair.
don't think croc on land is fair to the croc.
That's why I said in space.
Oh.
Everyone's handicapped.
Who would win? The man on the horse in space, do they share a space suit? Or do they have two different space suits?
I think that they share a spacesuit, but no, it's two different spacesuits, but the spacesuits are connected, so the man is still
Like tethered.
attached to the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't go like more than a couple.
Yeah, they can't team up
Yeah.
on the. I know they are a team, but they can't.
But they can't like separate and
outmaneuver the crocodile.
Yeah.
I think the crocodiles probably got the edge there because it can still swim in space.
But there's no like resistance or anything. You can sort of, move, I guess. But when you start moving, how would you turn around?
Can it propulse itself?
Yeah, but then if it does that, then it's going one way. How would it turn around?
Well, it plays for the draw and leaves.
Oh, I'm out. That's how the croc wins. It propulses
Croc
away.
Win.
Croc wins.
Goes off screen. Super Mario.
Guess what happened last night at the club? You know who would come to watch? Matt Ewins.
No, really?
Matt Ewins was in the crowd. I love Matt Ewins.
That's mad.
I love him to pieces.
Matt Ewins, like tech comedy extraordinaire.
Like one of the funniest men of all time.
Very funny. Very funny.
I like his shows are insane. I love them.
Proper multimedia specialist.
Oh yeah,
Matt Ewins.
Yeah.
To the point where what he's doing is madness.
It's incredible.
You know, he was great because he was doing basically an on-stage performance accompanied by videos that he was in, and then it got to the point where he was programming his own code.
Yeah.
And doing his own CGI. And then it got to the point where he'd made apps that people could download before shows.
Yeah.
That helped them interact with the show.
Yeah.
So it is beyond the pale.
It's insane.
And he was here.
I love his AI crowd work.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? His AI, where he's recorded a bunch of there's like 400 of them.
Yeah.
Responses. It's great.
It's ridiculous. The show moves faster than the human brain can comprehend.
It's incredibly good.
You're so behind.
Yeah.
You're just laughing the whole time.
So big fan of Ewins. I tell you why this is talking, because like I wonder if this has ever happened to you, where it's like part of me was like, I wish you'd seen this club for the first time on a busy night. You know what I mean?
He'd have got the context though.
Yeah, I know.
It was a Monday night.
I know. It's just one of those things where it's like, I can't believe you're here. I wish you saw the club. If you're coming to see the club, I wish it was either empty or like there's no show, or it's like we've got 100 people in.
You'd been able to curate it a little bit.
Just because it means a lot to me when comics come and see the space when they're not like performing. Just to like check it out, and they've heard some stuff about it. 'Cause it happens a few times. I love to like show them around and talk to them about it, and then it's like last night I was like, yeah, no way, good to see him, man. How's things going? Yeah, we got like 18 in.
Did he have a good time though?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, he was laughing a lot. But has that ever happened to you where you've like someone you really like respect and would love to come and you would love them to come and watch like a like another example of this is when I was doing my split bill at Edinburgh a few years ago with Stevens.
Yeah.
Alex Stevens,
friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. It was like the last night, I think. And it was during the bin strikes of Edinburgh. So we were down Cowgate and it was, you couldn't see that, it looked like Gotham. You couldn't see the pavement. Yeah. It was there was shit everywhere. Like the dumpsters. I know that's an American word, but what do we call them? Big bin?
Yeah, they're kind of are dumpsters, aren't they? They're the retail unit bins, aren't they?
Yeah.
Giant
they
bin.
would like double the size
Yeah.
with all the shit that was around them because these bin strikes, right? So no one was really coming into Edinburgh, and we were like so done with it. So we decided not to like fly. We decided to just go and have a couple of drinks, ended up getting really drunk, and we were like walking to the venue in the hope that like no one was there. Yeah. So we could just cancel the last show, go for dinner, and just enjoy like our last night in Edinburgh, right? Get there. There's 4 people who have come to the show. It's like, oh fuck, we have to tell them that we're not doing it. But then one of them was my old college lecturer who got me like my first job in sort of like it was a panto after I left college. Before I come to uni, and I was like, I got to do the show. I didn't know he was coming to Edinburgh. I have to do it if he's here. But that's like another moment of I wish you came last night.
Yeah, I wish I'd known about this.
Yeah, I wish I'd
told
be
me.
like, oh, dude, don't bother seeing tonight. We're not going to do tonight. We're just going to give some drinks.
I'd have put a spread on.
Yeah. And I ended up slicing my hand open in that show. I had a joke where I slammed the mic stand down, but I was drunk because we didn't think we were doing the show. My hand slipped. I sliced my hand open. God. Just bleeding, bombing on stage in front of my old lecturer.
Anecdote, though. Must have been thinking that at the time. Depending on how many drinks you'd had, you might have said it at the time.
This is going to be a funny story for a podcast in about 4 years.
I would do shows and there'd be people that I respected. Not that I don't respect them now, but I respected a lot at the time because they were a big deal for me then. Say, kind of colleagues. And they'd see me do shows and I wasn't prepared. And I went through quite a bad habit for a couple of years of really under-preparing for shows. And then doing shows and not being that good, but I didn't really care that I wasn't that good.
Sure.
But it was a bit like, oh, I wish that.
Like, are you thinking, like an example of when we used to do Dynamite at the Bristol Improv Theatre on a Sunday? I remember when we were starting out and being like, oh my God, Morgan Rees is here. You know what I mean?
That's a good example.
Because Morgan was at that point, like, one of the sort of best acts in Bristol. Still coming to do these, like, doing some nice favour and doing these sort of like shooting nights. And then more recently, as he's become one of the like sort of nation's biggest acts and is absolutely killing it at the moment, because our comedy careers, he's more of a, like, I remember being in London. I was in Soho. I can't remember what I was doing, but I was in Soho, getting a pint with Livy Newman, and Morgan walked by. I was like, Morgan. And he just popped in. I was like, what are we doing? He's like, oh, I've got like an hour to kill. So we just got drunk. Nice. All my stories are I just get drunk.
It's always the same punchline.
I love drinking though.
I'll tell you who I booked a couple of times back when I was promoting for Dynamite, which you mentioned, which was the show I used to run.
Yeah.
Way back when. Salya AB.
Yeah, man.
Who's massive
Done
now.
Apollo now.
She's absolutely huge. She was fantastic then.
Yeah.
And it's great to see her succeeding now. Though I was to cover my own back in the Dynamite days, I was fairly on it in terms of gigging.
Yeah.
I didn't MC loads of them, but I did MC a fair amount.
Sure.
It was a bit better.
I try to think. I think when we had our at the room above before we closed down, we had our 500th show. Sally was on that.
Really?
Yeah, with Sean McLaughlin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, 500th show, and then I think that was something like July, because then we did our 500th show, and I think by the time we closed, we were on like 530 shows.
500 shows is a madness, actually.
Yeah, the room above hit 500 shows.
What's that in hours? Because the average show is about 2 hours long, isn't it?
Should I have a calculation?
Well, it's 2 times 500 is 1,000. I can apply the mega mind to that.
Well, good for you, buddy.
1,000 hours
of comedy.
1,000 hours of comedy.
Straight to Bristol. You're welcome, Bristol. You're welcome.
That's the name of your next hour.
You're welcome, Briz.
Oh, I meant Harry Allmark, 1,000 hours of comedy in 1 hour.
They say that, but you know what's insane about that? If I hosted every single one of those shows, I'd be a 10th of the way to be a good MC.
I thought that's where you were going. This
10,000
is
hours.
The notion that you have to do 10,000 hours of something to master it.
Yeah. No, I don't think they can hear this on the podcast, but the Gaffe's got that rousing violin noise then, as we both looked off into the distance of Another 9,000 hours. I don't think my body can take it.
I like
9,000 hours in comedy. I don't think I can smoke and drink that much.
Yeah, your body can't take.
Yeah. I don't think I can do that much cocaine anymore.
Like same as me for running. I'm like,
I don't do cocaine.
I don't think my hips can take another 9,000 hours of running, and I don't think that your spleen can take another 9,000 hours of the substance.
Don't lie, I can't run no more.
I like the implication that every hour spent doing it after 10,000 isn't making you better at the thing.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Like you've done 20,000 hours and you're exactly the same as you were.
Same as you were 10.
10,000 hours.
Yeah. If anything, wasting your time.
Yeah. but you know you have come on an awful long way in those well, you'd be well over 1,000 hours.
Oh yeah, but not last night. That was the other thing that annoyed me, that Ewan's was there because, again, big fan. I really love Ewan's, but like because we had something like 15 acts to get through. I wanted the show done by 9:30, so the crowd was still like they weren't getting tired or anything like that because it's so many acts to get through. And it's all just for their clips, right? Yeah. Of their best fives, and so like I come on. I was like, "Hey guys, welcome." Whatever. Like, just like the 30 seconds of back and forth, just trying to get them sort of like on board, and then started going through the acts.
Yeah.
So it just felt like I wasn't, like emceeing because I could only do about 30 seconds up top. Well, I did about 3 minutes because I introduced the show. I said what the score was, need everyone to be loud, quick, like made fun of someone, and then just had to start bringing the acts on. So it was like, I wasn't like doing comedy.
No, but it was a night with a purpose, and the purpose was obvious, and he would have known.
No, I know. It's just one of those things that are in your own head.
It is frustrating. Have you got him to come in to see something else? So you got to come down and see.
Oh, I said, he was there with Ed Strong as well.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, oh, guys, come back anytime. I love to book map as well, but we don't
have the infrastructure.
I know. We still need to, as soon as we get those screens up, we can do it.
What an act.
Yeah.
So it's quite good that you've made several references to the Edinburgh Fringe.
It's almost like I'm getting in the swing of the podcast.
Oh my God, he knows what he's doing.
By George, I think he's got it.
He's become self-aware. Because this episode is about comedy festivals.
It is indeed.
And big multi-day comedy events. Comedy weekends. Comedy months. 2 shows in a row.
3 shows in a row.
This is about pluralist comedy.
Yeah.
Harry, tell me about comedy festivals.
Well, the comedy festival is a joyous thing. A festival is your opportunity to catch back-to-back comedy shows, people doing what they love, developing their stuff. Like you can sort of you're getting streamlined process of comedy. You can watch something in the daytime that's for a specific, maybe more family audience. Something in the afternoon that's like a split bill of people coming up. Something in the late afternoon where someone's like doing the work in progress. Something in the evening where someone's like got their finished show, and something at the late night show where you're watching like a mixed bill of all these people at a festival. So you're seeing as many comics as you can in one night, or like a format. It's everything. You got there's so many. It's all in one place. It's streamlined comedy.
It's many shows. Many acts.
Yeah. Many laughs.
Huge potential audience.
Yeah.
Many laughs. All kind of built into one thing.
Yeah,
You've got a program. You can bounce between, as you're saying, lots of different stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's a very intense comedy space.
Literally intense.
A lot of
people
it is
be camping.
intense, yeah.
I mean, what's the festivals that you got? Like the big ones and stuff like that in the UK.
Well, the crown jewel is
the Edinburgh Fringe.
Mm-hmm.
We've run a festival for the first time. We're on the Bristol Comedy Festival this year.
Yeah.
You've got MacFest, that's just happened. Brighton Fringe is still going on at the moment. You've got like the Greater Manchester Fringe, the Leicester Comedy Festival. You've got like Wales Comedy Festival. You've got the Bath Comedy Festival. A lot of places will have their own sort of like mini comedy fest as well.
Yeah.
Like Shrewsbury's got the Shrewsbury International Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
I love the fact they've included the name international.
The only
in there.
international one.
Yeah. Yeah. No one else says international.
Because it's not in Shrewsbury, it's in Tokyo.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Shrewsbury International Comedy Festival takes place in Tokyo. Yeah, I'm just
great.
repeating your own joke.
Just trying to find a funny place. Respect the graft.
Sorry.
You've even got like Underbelly runs a little comedy festival
They
in London.
do.
Things
Yeah.
Like that.
You got Camden's got a festival, a fringe. You've got there's so many, man. I'm trying to think of other ones as well.
We've even got things. Say another one here, the Bristol Comedy Garden.
Yeah. You got Comedy Gardens are a great example. Yeah, that's like a multi-day comedy
like a weekend,
festival.
but you've got several shows a day, kind of ensemble shows. You big bulk ticket purchases for ensemble shows. So we're talking basically about
Exeter. Oh my God, I forgot.
Exeter as well.
Yeah, Exeter. That's. I think that's happening this weekend.
And we've got
That's
huge.
Spencer Jones and Will Amsdale, I think, run that festival.
Nice.
Yeah,
Huge international ones as well. Melbourne, Adelaide, in Australia,
Adelaide.
very very big.
Yeah. There's some big ones in Europe
Mm-hmm.
as well. There's America's got some. I did an improv festival in Vancouver.
Yeah, you did.
It's
the idea that a place is co-opted for a few days and you've just got constant comedy. And it really creates a spectacular environment because loads of acts are there, loads of like-minded audience members are there. It's a great opportunity to do extra stuff as well. You can do shows that feature multiple comics. We talked about format shows in the last episode. You see loads of format stuff happen there.
Yeah.
And it's great. As an experience, we've been to several Edinburgh Fringes in particular. I think our specialism is the Fringe.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to be the thing that we refer to the most in this episode because it's what we know.
Yeah.
But what a thing to know.
Right. Unless we talk about the one we did as well, the Bristol Comedy Festival.
Yeah, of course.
You know, that was like trying to take everything we'd learned from other ones and emulate that in our own city, which was tough.
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd be that tough.
Yeah.
But it was like scheduling. This is the other thing that was fucking nuts. And I'm not gonna. It would have been nice to have had more information about this. Was the amount of venues that didn't have any like fucking chairs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because like the other thing about the festival is you're not doing shows in just clubs or theaters and stuff like that.
No.
You take over every space you can. You're doing gigs in any form of bar, pub, but then classrooms, workspaces,
Well, that's the thing with
unconventional spaces for comedy.
The Edinburgh Fringe takes place in August, so it's outside of the university terms. So you get lots and lots and lots of Edinburgh University lecture theatres being repurposed for because they're actually great for comedy.
Yeah, I was when doing Murder She Didn't Write last year. We were in the Gordon Aikman lecture theatre, which is odd because, like, you walk in there in the Edinburgh Fringe. It's such a weird mindset because you're walking in there and you'd be like, in any other capacity, you'd be like, this is just a big lecture theatre.
Yeah.
At the Edinburgh Fringe, you're like, oh, this is a cool venue.
This is a proper room.
Yeah.
It's funny being an audience member at places like the Gordon Aikman because part of my brain goes into sleepy mode because I remember being a student in lecture theatres,
right?
Just not paying attention.
Yeah.
And then the other part of me really wants to pay attention to the sick comedy that's happening.
Yeah. I was showing the stage with Russell Howard. Not literally.
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time, but he was in there.
Not even in the same year. He did it 20 years previously.
No, he was there.
He was doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. He was doing he did his whip followed by Wonderbox Live.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I watched him and Larry Dean do his show, which was great. I mean, Larry's done stuff with us. Larry was the first, I think, act back in March last year, because not only with festivals, like before we had this club, as the room above, the first club we ran, as that started to get success, it was only like 70 seats, so it was just selling out all the time. But it was like, we need more seats, so we'd set up another gig on the Saturday that would happen at the same time, basement 45, and we the acts would just swap around. We were open, the room above would close, basement 45. Yeah. So we're running two simultaneous gigs, sometimes with like a work in progress before that. And Larry was the first person to try doing that. He did his whip, which sold out the room above. did Basement 45 and then come back for the room above.
Amazing.
And I was like, hey man, does this, because it was just like, this is what we can do, we'll see if it works. And afterwards, like, hey man, does this like work? He was like, I am exhausted. This is like, we went on stage at I think 5:30, 6 p.m. for his whip, and this is now like 10 p.m., 10:30.
Yeah.
And of those sort of like 4 or 5 hours, he'd spent 4 of them on stage or traveling to be on stage.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm exhausted. That was a lot of fun.
But comics love it as well because
They're addicted to it. I love it.
well, it's great for performance. It's great for getting stage time, but also financially, it's so useful to comics to be able to,
Yes.
you know, get one batch of traveling but converted into basically 3 shows as opposed to just one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really cost effective.
Yeah.
And just to bring it back to the topic, that mentality for organising shows like that would have been really helped by Fringe experience, when concurrent shows and getting from show to show, both as a performer and as an audience member, is a huge part of what you're doing.
There's like, what I like about Edinburgh is obviously everyone's there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people that, but there's like, I have friends that I see at Edinburgh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see them any other time of the year because they wouldn't be like on the circuit comics or something like that or coming up Bristol. I have my Edinburgh friends that we all just like, that's when we see each other because we're up at Edinburgh. But when you like makes the comics as well, who are like utilizing the fact that they can just be doing non-stop stage time, is for weeks you're saying hello to people as you run past them.
Yeah.
One person running from another, like the amount of times, well, it's slightly different, but Alex Preston, who works with Mark Watson with the patient, the year just gone when I wasn't working with it, because I worked with Inpatient I think 2 years before that. We would like texting each other every day about like, oh, what bar are you in later? Should we grab a drink? We would only ever say hello for like the first 3 weeks when we were both sprinting past each other. Hey man, you okay? Yeah, well, I'll see you later.
It's like the kind of mini communities that develop. Say if you go camping and you get to know people at the campsite, it's very much within its own bubble.
Yeah.
Which is this city that is writhing with performers and culture and the arts.
Yeah.
What are the benefits of going and being in that environment for a prolonged period of time?
Well, I think it depends on the level of what you are as a comic, you know? I also think as well, we sort of touched on it. I mean, you can get so much stage time. If you play it right, there's so many compilation shows, and there is so much of people like, you know, sort of people will drop out, people will be running late, people will be getting sick, everyone gets fucking ill. You know what I mean? So there's always chance to jump on more gigs from 10 in the morning till 4 a.m., right? So that's always good. And every single gig you jump on, you're meeting someone new. And as well, like I'm able to meet people that I've gone and done their gigs outside of the UK. Do you know what I mean? Because you've met them at Edinburgh and you know them from Edinburgh. So that's a great thing. If you're running your show as well, I like the mentality that like when you're not sort of, there's not that much pressure, you know. Because obviously that's one angle of Edinburgh. I don't know if you want to touch on that now, but you know, like when there's not that much pressure and you're running your show for 25, 30 days in a row consecutively. So you are just working on it and working on it and working on it, and it's so incredible to chop and change your show that much. You'll get so much from doing that. So not only can you improve your solo act show, it's also a great opportunity to like figure out your perfect sort of like club 20. Mm-hmm. So when you leave, you can jump straight back on that like club pro circuit because you've got a real tight 20 from running it every day.
It's an immense opportunity to hone and refine your material, because nowhere else will you get that amount of time to practice and work, to the degree where we talked a few episodes ago, and we kind of half agreed, half disagreed about the sense of going on autopilot. But it's the ability to become comfortable within what you're doing, become more comfortable with audiences. Yeah. You can do a number of performances in a festival that it would take you months to do, to accumulate that experience elsewhere.
Oh yeah, without doubt.
And also developmentally, that's okay. He's bored.
I'm not bored. Not bored.
Developmentally for a comic.
Yeah.
you can see real change between day 1 and day 30, and not just from stage time actually, but from almost from a kind of mentoring perspective, because you're exposed to so many people with such a wealth of experience.
Don't forget the trauma.
Never
And
forget
the
trauma,
PTSD
Harry.
of seeing the comic on day 29 of Edinburgh, shell shocked.
I've done a couple of fringes. You've done many fringes by this point, and you are cooked by the end.
Oh my god, yeah. And you've had everyone's fringe is different. A lot of people will as well. Like, it's the thing that...
If you do the whole thing, I should say.
What do you mean?
Because some people only do...
Oh, yeah, some people do like a week.
Sections of fringe.
Yeah. If you're doing the whole run. Like, people will come up as well and be like, how's your fringe going? Mine's going, I'm having such a good fringe. They're not. They're not. No one is. No one has a good fringe.
Everyone's a performer.
Everyone at some point during their Edinburgh run will be crying. Like, every single person. That's fact. No one's having a great time.
Because they're not getting much sleep. They're trying to make the most of what's going on. They're trying to socialise a lot. They're trying to work on their act. They're overthinking things. Every audience is different. Yeah. You're getting battered because you can't be on for that amount of time.
No. But then the fucking funny things that come from that stem from that, you know, like... Because you not only because you're right, you meet a lot of people, you'll feel very mentored in that way, and make friends and build communities and build your act. But you will like inevitably like have these shitty moments that will sort of like keep you going, you know, because it's that like not art through struggle, because you're very much putting yourself in this place, but in this environment, but like. I mean, staying in the hostel, the year we went up 22, we left our accommodation because it was just me and Alex Stevens doing a split bill for the last week.
Yeah.
So we moved into this hostel. All right, I'm a level. I'll be real. This was my fault. What I'm about to say was my fault.
Okay.
I keep trying to come up with excuses. This is my fault.
Yeah.
We left our accommodation on like the 19th of August, and I booked the hostel me and Alex were staying in from the 20th.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. That's big. We didn't have a place to sleep for one night. And this is the end of the third week. Oh boy, no.
The tolerance isn't there anymore.
That was like, this is what the fuck are we going to do? We ended up staying at, very kindly, the Biscuit Barrel. James from the Biscuit Barrel was like, you guys can kip on our floor if you like. It was like, dude, thank you so much. Thank you, man.
Sometimes the best performers aren't the best people for organising extended trips away.
By the end of a run, the comic will like, they'll feel mentored, and they'll meet so many people, but they will also just be running on fumes.
Yeah.
I remember having to travel back from Edinburgh one year. Was it a year just got? No, it was 2 years ago. And I got to Waverley train station with my, because also as well, because you're up for 30 days. So I'm up. You've got to carry like everything you need for the shows. Mm-hmm. So I had like costume and like props up stuff on me. Then you need like your sort of like going like day-to-day bag, and then like your rucksack, and then like I had my huge suitcase. You're like, it's a lot of shit you're lugging. Get to Waverley Station, all fucking trains have been cancelled. So I was able to jump on one, which was like, it was like, get on and find a seat. You got a reservation? Not happening. So I get on this train going back to London. I had to go to, because all the trains have been cancelled, I had to get from Edinburgh Waverley to King's Cross, change at King's Cross to Paddington, then Paddington back to Bristol. All the shit. It was already like a fucking 12-hour journey, which I was fuming about. I was sat next to Matt Bittlestone on the way down there, so that was nice, because I was catching up with him. Get to fucking King's Cross. It was Carnival.
Oh, really?
Carnival was that day of travelling back. So going through the underground, when there are tens of thousands of young people partying, And I'm there with my suitcase trying to like push past them.
You thought Fringe was a pain.
Yeah, that sucked. That was tough traveling back. In the like 80s to noughties, I think Edinburgh was a place that you could be discovered at. You know, like Susie Izzard, she did like, well, this is because it was still tough because she did like 9 fringes before in that Fringe documentary that come out. She talks about it. She did like 9 fringes before she like got an agent or something, which is like, it still shows how relentless and hard it was to get any attention. But there was so much of like, you didn't have to be the Cambridge Footlights to make a career in comedy. You could be discovered at the Edinburgh Festival instead. It was the working class, anti sort of nepotism. Again, you get like Bohemian nomadic route into performing comedy, right?
Because it was less popular.
Yeah.
But still popular.
Yeah.
It was less established. There was way less of an infrastructure around it. It was less of an organisation.
Yeah.
It was a thing that happened.
Whereas now, and if we're only specifically talking about this in the comedy sense, right? Still, but as now it's become like the UK comedy. Its year revolves around it, and it's less of a space now that people can just get discovered. It's more of a space of like, you would be expected way before you even sort of debut. You'd be expected to have done Edinburgh like 5 times minimum. Like gone up there, done your whips, done some split bills, like done the scene at Edinburgh, tried to get some paid work, all that sort of stuff. And then before you debut as well, because people don't debut now to get an agent, they have to like get enough hype to get the right agent to debut in the right room to try and get nominated for the right award, to try and get the attention of the right producer. It's become such this insane like sort of free-for-all of everyone working against each other to try and get the right attention, in the sense that people will be like trying to do their shows at specific places in London, but then they'll be doing their whip at all the sort of festivals throughout the UK, to then whip at Edinburgh, to then try and do that again, just so by the time they debut, they've got an agent, they've got the right room. So it no longer feels like this is a place where people can like bring their show and get some great reviews and start to build a career from it. It feels like a place that's like, this is well in motion of people like who the new people coming up have been not curated as much, but it's like, these are the people who are, for an audience member who thinks like, oh, I'm seeing this person for the first time, I can't, like, the thing that pisses people off is the out of nowhere, the overnight sensation. It's like, nah, this person's been slogging away and working their ass off in comedy for like 7 years. Yeah. It's not overnight.
It's a rat race.
Yeah.
Edinburgh.
Big time.
We've talked before about how...
Oh, sorry, and on that as well, it's another thing that annoys people is like the concept of the voice of the generation. Because that's what people get a lot when it's like a young person who comes onto the scene through that route. But normally to do that route, you're pretty like fucking well off.
Well, yeah. We've talked before about how comics are moving into the regions because they've recognised that there are untapped audiences and untapped potential there. Now, London was kind of the case in point as a place that people move away from. But Edinburgh is its own example of this, where you've got a concentrated audience all moving into one place for a month. Yeah. And then you've got all of your acts and comics going to the same place. The infrastructure, both in terms of the festival and in terms of the city, is no longer there really to support the ambitions of all of the comics that are going. Yeah. Because they're vying over a limited audience. Yeah. And therefore, I don't know what the statistics would be on it, but a very large proportion of the people that invest in going to Edinburgh fail. But the cost of investment to give it a go is astronomically high. Yeah. And that's a point that you were just alluding to there. Yeah. Is that unless you basically invest your savings in your year or you work all year to put money into a fringe run, you can't afford to do Edinburgh.
You can't afford. the accommodation costs, because you got to not only the accommodation, you got to pay your travel, you got to pay your marketing, you got to pay your flyering, you got to then pay your venue hire, then you got to give a percentage of your ticket sales to the venue that you've already paid to hire. There's people who will do a sellout run at the Edinburgh Fringe, full sellout run with someone like Pleasance, and they'll still be in debt 10 grand.
Yeah. Landlords and venues and food stalls, all this kind of thing, they've all cottoned on long ago on how to maximise profit out of the Edinburgh Fringe. The way that you build an audience now, on the internet, obviously it's not free, but it's way more accessible than if you were to go to Fringe and try and build your audience there. When you are in this rat race, you're in a proper fighting pit with other people concentrated into a space.
Yeah.
Is there an argument that the Edinburgh Fringe now occupies this role of almost a tradition, that once you've become established, once you've run all the calculations with your agent and with your promoter, that you go, I actually reckon you might be able to make money on this now.
Yeah.
And then you go and you enter that kind of higher tier of established comics, let's call them, who can say, I do the Edinburgh Fringe and I count amongst this group.
Sure.
Obviously, by the time that you can run those calculations and say, I might actually succeed here, most people go, well, there's no point. Yeah. I can make more money and have more success going to everywhere else.
Yeah.
And where the competition's way thinner in the rest of the country because lots of people are at Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Do you think, and to extrapolate from that, emerging comics should bother going to the Edinburgh Fringe? Yeah,
I do. I think there's a lot of other festivals now, which is great. There's with us running one, we're trying to make it so accessible, affordable, and over a nice long period of time where people can come and do runs of shows eventually. We'll see how the second year goes, if we can start to add in show runs and see how that looks. Because we're still such a brand new festival, we're still figuring it out. But you got Brighton as well. That's probably another. I mean, Mac's a great one. That's real chill. That's a camping festival as well. But what Edinburgh offers is so valuable in so many ways. In terms of just the overexposure, meeting everyone and feeling like you're part of this it still is this community. I think Emerging X should. I think you should check it out. You should visit it. You should go. You should try and run a show. You should try and get something with Laughing Horse or PBH because they don't really charge you anything. But I think above all, Edinburgh and the comedy industry should be doing more to make it more accessible. The whole point of Edinburgh is it was supposed to be for this bohemic, nomadic comic. And now those comics can't afford to go. So you will start to eventually you'll see a counter Fringe. If we can, we're still new here at the club and we're still working on it. But like, if we can get to the point where our weekends are selling well enough to because they're our big earners, I suppose, with a couple of tour shows, and then we start to, like, in our midweeks, we're working on getting as much platforming of our local regional scene as possible, developing creative shows with them as well, give them the idea of what is their brand, what is their act, and working on a format that facilitates that as best as possible, and then continually to then develop that into reaching its audience and discovering its audience. Then you can do it here. You need to go
for sure.
It can be done here, and I think that's been not just in the UK, especially in America as well. There is a lot of proof that the regional club doesn't need London and doesn't need Edinburgh, thanks to the digital age.
Yeah.
If the work is there and you are just constantly making and creating, you will be, even if it's subconscious, you'll be improving daily.
And this mentality applies also to all arts festivals. It's the same with music, spoken word, whatever. If you start doing it regularly, people will come and you will develop and people will enjoy what you're doing more. It's about creating that space.
Like, and not only with just this, podcast and gigging, but, I've been on stage or I've done something comedic in the sense of like either shooting this podcast or like filming a sketch or writing something. I think every day for the past about 16, 17 days. And then it's, tomorrow, tonight, I'm seeing tonight, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday hosting the late show, Sunday I'm off. So that's going to be just over 20 days in a row. I would have been doing something in either majority-wise live gigging. I think there was one day where I wasn't live gigging, but I was doing something in the day. I can't remember what it was. But that's almost fucking Edinburgh. Yeah. Edinburgh's 25 days of you doing something. Obviously, it's not just your show, but it is you're doing something every day.
Yeah.
And that if you can get that improvement and that honing where people can do that in Bristol if they're hungry enough, then fucking them are there.
And the only thing that's developing quicker than your comic ability is your laryngitis, which you will also be racing against when you do Fringe.
Yeah.
I am certain that this episode, above all others, will prompt a response and prompt opinions. So if there'll be some backlash on this one. If you've 100%. Got thoughts about this and you want to throw them in, because there's definitely things that we've overlooked, there's things we've missed, and there's things we've not explored enough.
It's subjective as well as opinion. This is opinion.
Of course it is. And you'll have anecdotes, and you'll likely have way more experience than we do. So get in touch and let us know your thoughts on comedy festivals, the role of comedy festivals, your experience of comedy festivals, where you think they're going and where you think they need to go. Because
nice, good question.
We'd love to hear your perspectives on that.
Yeah. And if you've got any hate mail you want to send us, you can send it to
the Edinburgh Fringe.
This has been Backstage at the Gaffe. Please follow the social media. Is that what you're saying?
I just realised that we're on video.
Yeah.
So people can see what I'm trying to communicate to you.
What do you want me to say?
Follow us on socials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can see all episodes of the podcast as they come out. And you can see us. You can see our faces.
Yeah.
You can see us miming at each other, trying to get the other person to say something. Because they forget that they're on camera.
And come and watch a show. Support live comedy. See it in your area. See it. Come to the Gaffe. Keep supporting live comedy. Keep comedians gigging. Keep them in work. It's fun. We're always laughing. It's good. It's good vibes. So come check it out.
See you next step.
Bye.